You know what is fucking it up? My face. My face is fucking it up. My face is a fuck up. Oi! Fuck the world. Okay, cool. I'll do the thing. I promise. We'll do the thing. I promise I can hold consorted focus. Right? Yes. Swear. Bet. Breathe in, breathe fuckballs out. Okay, so I wanted to like check out something else, so I had to go sourcing earlier today so I didn't speak out of my butthole, and I wanted to make sure that I could articulate something appropriately to, just in fucking parlance as one does, right? So I go source my shit. Here's where we start though. I start here. Reject everything, go fuck yourself. I start trying to like fill in a gap of like, I go with what I know and I go to where I don't know, right? So I remember this going to a list of groups. I remember like some software bans. I remember some, and I go to read discourse on like Steam and shit because I seem to remember there being discourse about limiting of access based upon tags regionally. So, dependent on tag, different prefixtures can what is extreme to one may not be to another, and where these things are hyperlocal, you might need to adapt readily as a company to be able to facilitate doing commerce in that area. So Steam has done a lot of stuff. And I don't want to just drop you in out of nowhere, but I also did listen to H Bomber Guy, and we're supposed to like make the thingy make sense and round it all back together in a way that's like, ooh, ah. So, anywho's. I just also showed you everything at once, because why the fuck not? So, just for a quick timeline, let's try to establish this for fun balls, okay? So, 8 months ago, handy. A month ago, okay. When are you, my dear? When are you? You're. Oop. March 2024. Yup, okay, thank you. Let's establish a timeline. Why not? That sounds fun. You're October, you're September. You're referenced here, you're handy. And you're January 2024. So where do we go? Nope, you're before here. You're referenced. Oop. I think I know the order of these two. I think I know I can just flip them and be there. Yes. Okay. Cool. Here. I thought that might be handy because it helps me also suck less. Let's suck less live. Sucking less. Sucking less with a silly goose. Anywho's. Gay rights activists carry rainbow flags and marched during a May Day rally in St. Petersburg, Russia, Wednesday, May 1st, 2013. We're getting to peer back into the hella past. Way back when stuff happened on the internet that outright can't happen now. Thank you. Thank you, world. Thank you, world. I appreciate it. Okay. And it's Russian Supreme Court effectively outlawed LGBTQ activism on Thursday, the most drastic step against advocacy of gay, lesbian, and transgender rights in the increasingly conservative country, ruling in response to a lawsuit filed by the Justice Ministry. The court labeled what the suit called the LGBTQ plus movement operating in Russia as an extremist organization and bandit. The ruling is the latest step in a decade-long crackdown on LGBTQ plus rights in Russia under President Vladimir Putin, who has emphasized traditional family values during his 24 years in power. Thursday's closed-door hearings lasted for hours. No one besides the Justice Ministry representatives were allowed in, and there was no defendant. Journalists were taken into the courtroom only for the reading of the verdict by the judge, who wore a face mask, apparently for health reasons. Honestly, it's the right thing to do. Good on you, Judge. In this case, this case was classified, and the ministry didn't disclose any evidence, saying that the authorities had identified signs of misinformation, signs and manifestations of such extremist nature, and the movement seeks to ban, including incitement of social and religious discord. Multiple rights activists have noted the lawsuit was dodged was lodged against a movement that is not officially and not an official entity and is under this broad and vague definition. Russian authorities could crack down on individuals and groups deemed to be part of it. In practice, it could happen that Russian authorities, with this court ruling in hand, will enforce this ruling against LGBTQ plus initiatives that work in Russia, considering them a part of the civic movement, said the judge. Said Max, a human rights lawyer who works with Russia's LGBTQ plus community, contacted by the AP before the ruling. Okay. So the lawsuit targets activists, and effectively prohibits any organized activity to defend the right of LGBTQ plus peoples. Then added multiple, I'm not messing up names today, we're just blazing through, but multiple Russian independent media outlets and rights groups added rainbow symbols to their logos on social media in solidarity with the LGBTQS movement. Amnesty International called the ruling shameful and absurd, warning it could lead to a blanket ban on LGBTQ plus organizations, violate freedom of association and expression in peaceful assembly, and lead to discrimination. It will affect countless people. Are we getting analysis now? I'm just going to skip analysis. We tried to find some legal logic and absurdity. Someone reports. Tried to appeal to the Supreme Court. Didn't happen. Anywho's, let's just pass forward because we know how a lot of this resolves at this point, right? Cool. In 2023, labeled as extremist, the LGBTQ plus movement was labeled as extremist in Russia and marks the culmination of about 30-year cycle of the turn of homosexuality's discrimination in 1993, rather. By the introduction of gay propaganda law in 2013 through years of political and public. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Russia's parliament. I don't care. Go away. Russia's parliament hit 2013. There we go. Russia's parliament has a blanket bill which outlaws the propaganda of homosexuality among minors. It's a move that will restrict fundamental human rights and is a breach of the country's international obligation to protect lesbian, gay, bisexual, and intersex individuals. People from discrimination, rather. My apologies. I started reading ahead and my brain swaps individuals and people like just so quickly from discrimination. Amnesty International said today, State Duma voted almost unanimously in favor of the controversial measure with only one parliamentarian against another abstaining. During the first reading, the law would make the promotion, in quotes, promotion of homosexuality among minors in administrative offense fines up to 50,000 rubles, approximately 16,000 US. This law is in quotes, this law is on the right of expression. There's no legal definition in the Russian law of what constitutes, in quotes, propaganda of homosexuality, end quotes. And the law could be interpreted very loosely. Sorry, I thought I read something. Never mind, we're good. And they're going to punish people for something which is perfectly legitimate. Okay. I'm parsing quickly as I can to get through the discourse aside from the reporting as quickly as I can, so I keep us on task. There we go. LGBTI activists organized today on Kissing Day, in quotes, Kissing Day, end quotes, protest and detained 20 LGBTI activists. The police, in quotes, the police yet again directed their actions with arguably excessive force towards the wrong people. The LGBTI activists were no threat to anyone. They did not They did not instigate hate or violence. Exercise the rights of freedom of freedom of expression of their feelings towards one another. They are entitled to this right and protected from violence as everyone else is. Boop. Which one were we at? Are we here? Did I? Source. Where were you? Here you were. Okay. Represents a hybrid recriminalization of homosexuality in the last 30 years since the ban was removed. From now on, identifying as LGBTQ plus is hazardous in Russia, as it can be interpreted as participating in an extremist organization, which is a criminal offense. Essentially, they're back to the situation before 1993. Then they give discourse on before Putin, which is then even before 1993. Decriminalization of homosexuality by Yeltsin's government appeared to have been something of a box-ticking exercise required for joining the Council of Europe. Okay. Was adopted without goals. Consensual sex between men was a debate as part of a package of legislation. There is no official explanation of why it was being adopted. It was actually implied in the first place. In Russian, were not aware that the reform, as there was no follow-up order to release inmates inmates convicted of in quotes sodomy. While the charge of law represented a step forward, there was no real attempt to bring the Russian public along with it. Hold on. This takes us through time. In 2013, a law was scrutinized in a 2017 decision of European Court on Human Rights. The court held that Russia had violated both the freedom of expression and prohibition of discrimination, rather. The judgment highlighted, source. Okay, how dangerous this combination might be for society by adopting such the authorities refrain certain force stigma and prejudice. There we go. Evening. Bless you. How was dinner? The Russian government took no notice between 2013 and 2021. 117 cases brought under the translation with resulting convictions. Okay. Written by Laura Hood. I like how Laura Hood sorts stuff. It's kind of cool. Oh, I need to keep tabs open, don't I? I really do. I need to keep the tabs open until we're done. We got this. Reject. Go the fuck away. Leave. Indicative violence is a report issued. We get the abstract intro. Do we get the whole thing? Ooh, no paywall? Oh, BBY. Tomorrow tent? Maybe? Not even tomorrow tent. Maybe weekend tent? Can this be weekend tent? I call this weekend tent. If you don't like it, you can fight me. Put your dukes up. Put your dukes up, rapscallion. Neep, I hit popcorn. If you don't like it, fight me. Put your dukes up, rapscallion. Okay. So why are we reading all of this stuff today on a day like motherfucking day? Easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Absolutely artichokey. Swerve. So I was seeing why I was apparently wrong about what I was reading earlier. Not people who might use your platform, who otherwise might be alienated, especially in a time where Discord is taking so much flack for making it harder for Russian and Turkish citizens to actually be able to communicate with their loved ones. I can get it, right? I can totally get it. Like, as a person who cares about motherfuckers and a person who cares about also seeing motherfuckers be well, I can see why you might, support the outward telegraphing of this with compliance at this point. I can understand it through analysis. I think that's the most of it that I can really attest to. Anywho's, I thought that there might be more active growth of Steam tags, and I don't know how to find that. And that's something that I want to find. Can we find that together? Can we look? If Steam tags grow in volume over time. Visualize how Steam tags are related. Steam tag visualization, we found out Steam tags and how it affects things. Steam in graphs. Okay. Can I find? Here's the thing. I just seem to think it might be AI depending on what data they expose, but I don't. The world is evil and thinks that I am. It's not really evil, okay? I'm just being a silly goose. But the world is mean and full of. It thinks I'm a robot, goddammit. I'm no such thing. I am just a simple state machine. Doesn't matter what I am. So I'm wondering, Can we... Can we look at when they're tagged? Can we look at when the fuck they got tagged? Can we look at how the tagging is distributed? Because this data is bullshit and useless until I know if it's retroactively applied, if they're binning it in a way that's relevant. I don't know how it's distributed. But what I was trying to find is if it was just getting, like, if there was a disproportionate amount of growth because of things being tagged in regards to the new regulation. That's what I was trying to find. I wanted to know if, because of new regulation, we were seeing a swell in the number of things tagged, particularly. Okay. What the fuck is high charts? Have you heard of high charts before? I mean, apparently on but me, like, something that don't fit stuff that I use. See, from like 2016 or so, or 14. And let's see what game it is. Let's try to find a game that looks like it won't be tagged. And let's see if it got tagged retroactively. Can we do that? Can we do this? Is this a thing we can do? Huh? Vess, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Vess, what the fuck are you doing? Vess? Vess? What's a change number? Change number when an application or package changes, stream creates a change list to notify all Steam clients. Okay, so tag. How to profile features limited on sales page, you'll see another cat. Games tags. Steam determines Steam tags. I was reading this documentation before I was already here. Thank you very much. I was already here doing my due, being a silly goose. I need you. You can't control me. You're just a video game. Wait, you're a computer. Same difference. Metadata. Is this it? Steam Deck compatibility. Release date, original release date. Where do I'm gonna Google it. Where do Steam hold there? Where does Steam hold tag data? When were Steam tags edited? Maybe my tags and how to edit and remove them. Steam tag edit history, maybe? That sounds about right. How do I change edit removes? How do you change recommended tags? Is there a way to delete your own tags in the Steam store? You found out about tags on Steam, how it affects things. Introducing Steam tags. This is a Reddit thing. History. Edit. Great link about tags. Oh, what? What's this? What's this? Oh, hold on. This is handy. Okay. World news. We'll check world news soon, but I don't need world news right now. We need this. Dwarf Helm has some Steam game page and Find the studio, we're still figuring things out on Steam. After the first week, we had almost no vertical climate impressions. Visitors and wishlist actions, we had a huge drop in all of them. Dude. Y'all almost had a conniption. We also have been fortunate enough to have gotten a lot of great advice from some older and larger game studios. Sick. We found an interesting correlation between tags, impressions, and visitors, so we dug a little deeper into here, and here's what we found. P.S. My post is a little bit long, so you're lagging. So because I've seen many detailed posts about this in the developers or their mentions that to do, I want to summarize my experience in one place, and I thought it ought to be useful to you guys, so here it goes. Do we? Oh, I eat smiles. First reset tags set. Researched tags set. Tags adjustments. Tags adjustment. This is visitors and tags over time. Okay. Before number of visitors. Okay. 2019 first tagging tag adjustment. Okay. Asked Discord. Okay. So basically I'm bad at tagging the stream. I think that's it. Patience, love. Always patience. Daily wish list actions. Okay. Okay, you can see you have a spike of visitors. The Steam document tags stated that we'll look at the first 15 tags. There's a delay. Okay. Your game history, you can see the changes in your game independently, so it is stored. Okay. Awesome information. Sick. I love when people tell us about it. Yeah. I love when people tell us about experiential shit. Isn't that really handy? Okay, update histories. Okay, how do I find tags? Oh! It's right there. It's right the fuck there. Changed user tags, store tags. Only switched places. And it's stored in the change of the it's stored in the fucking change lists, which we can identify each one of. I think this is hidden up in the manifest, so we can iterate through this. Oh, sweet shit in Galileo of Galilei. God damn, we found him. Wait, hold on. Okay, how is it? Okay, tags hidden for noise. Okay, let's start at the bottom. Then we're here. User tags added. LGBTQ plus in 2019. We can see the day it was added, the change number. I'm not going to start that tonight. Said we're going to segment, and I was going to do my best. I answered my question, and we did it together, and that's what I like having fun with. So thank you for letting me bring you along for the thingy that I like doing, which is deadass. I like learning shit. It makes me happy. It's my world. I love learning. It's my fucking world. I need to log in with Steam for this, so I'm not doing this at the moment. I will do it at a point. I will log into what I need to for some shit in this browser at some point one day when I know what I need. Can I look at more recent change lists? Fuck. God damn it. I don't care anymore. I do care, but consorted segment completed. Look at us. I started with a question, I gave us background, we did our little bit of research, we found user experiential shit that isn't to deal with my stuff, and we even got here through leveraging the most important thing in the world, the lovely corpus of knowledge of every other motherfucker who came before us. Yo! Because honestly, I was like struggling to find it, and this goober was like, yo, do this, I did this to do this, and I'm like, holy shit. Cousin, you're onto something. You're fucking right. By fucking piss cocks, you're right. Okay, cool. But anywho's, I think that's everything I wanted to answer, because there's a question I have, right? Which is, does it swell? Is there a growth in it in correlation to regulation? I needed to have the tools to answer that question, and I gave that to me. And I'll share it with you. I think I gave us non-polarizing coverage of world events and stuff with computers, all bundled up together like a goober. Are you happy yet? Are you proud? Are you happy? I did it. I paid attention. I did a whole consorted fucking segment. Are you proud? I did it. I did it. Are you proud? I think you're proud. I think you're proud right now. You're shitting yourself. You're picking a poop. Hell, don't fuck me. You're so now. Fucking happy. You're big fucking, and I'm like, fuck yeah. All right, cool. Anywho's, I don't know. Oh no, I haven't. I didn't break this OBS. I didn't break OBS too thoroughly. Here's what happened, right? So I broke it kind of, but not hella.